India and Bangladesh, two names that echo with history, culture, and sometimes tension. They are neighbors, bound by a shared past and an intricate present. Once they were one nation fighting for independence from British rule. In 1947 they were divided, creating East and West Pakistan, separated by India. The birth of Bangladesh in 1971, fueled by a bloody war of liberation, marked a turning point. India played a crucial role in that war, supporting Bangladesh's fight for independence. This shared history continues to shape their relationship. But the relationship isn't always smooth sailing. Disputes over water sharing, border security, and the treatment of minorities create friction. Yet there's also cooperation. Trade flourishes, cultural exchanges continue. The question of who holds more power is complex. It's not just about military might or economic prowess. It's about influence, diplomacy, and the delicate balance of power in a volatile region. When it comes to raw military power, India is the undisputed heavyweight in the region. It boasts a larger army, a more advanced air force, and a powerful navy. India's defense budget dwarfs that of Bangladesh, allowing it to invest heavily in cutting-edge weaponry and technology. Bangladesh, while significantly smaller in size and resources, has been steadily modernizing its military. It has focused on strengthening its ground forces, acquiring new equipment, and enhancing training. Bangladesh also plays an active role in UN peacekeeping missions, demonstrating its growing military capabilities. India possesses nuclear weapons, a fact that significantly shapes the regional power dynamic. Bangladesh, on the other hand, has maintained a policy of nuclear abstinence, advocating for a nuclear-free South Asia. While the numbers might seem to paint a clear picture, the reality is more nuanced. In a direct conflict, India's military superiority is undeniable. However, Bangladesh's strategic location and growing military strength cannot be ignored. Economically, India is a giant, with a GDP many times larger than that of Bangladesh. It's a major player in the global economy, with a diverse industrial base and a rapidly growing technology sector. Bangladesh, however, is no slouch. It has emerged as a surprising economic success story, experiencing consistent growth over the past decade. Its garment industry is a global powerhouse, and it's making strides in areas like pharmaceuticals and information technology. One key difference is the size of their populations. India's vast population, while a source of potential, also presents challenges in terms of poverty and inequality. Bangladesh, with a smaller and more homogeneous population, has made significant progress in reducing poverty and improving social indicators. In the economic arena, India holds the clear advantage. But Bangladesh's rapid growth and development pose a compelling narrative of progress and potential. India, by virtue of its size, military might, and economic clout, exerts considerable influence in the region. It's a key player in organizations like SAARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, and BIMSTEC, Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. Bangladesh, while not as regionally dominant as India, is steadily increasing its diplomatic footprint. It has actively engaged in regional forums, advocating for issues like climate change and economic cooperation. Its role in providing refuge to Rohingya refugees from Myanmar has also garnered international attention. The relationship between the two countries is complex, marked by both cooperation and competition. They collaborate on issues like trade and connectivity, but also grapple with long-standing disputes over water sharing and border security. The power dynamic is further complicated by the presence of other regional players like China and Pakistan. India views Bangladesh as a crucial partner in countering China's growing influence in South Asia. Section 5, holding it together, internal stability and governance. Both India and Bangladesh face their share of internal challenges. India grapples with issues like poverty, inequality, religious tensions, and separatist movements in certain regions. Its democratic institutions, while robust, are constantly tested by these complex issues. Bangladesh, despite its impressive economic progress, faces challenges related to political polarization, corruption, and human rights. It has witnessed periods of political instability and military intervention in the past, although it has made strides towards consolidating democracy in recent years. The treatment of minorities is a sensitive issue in both countries. India has witnessed a rise in Hindu nationalism in recent years, leading to concerns about the rights and safety of religious minorities. Bangladesh, with its Muslim majority, has also faced criticism for its handling of incidents of violence and discrimination against Hindus and other minority groups. Section 6, the minority question, a tale of two nations. The treatment of minorities remains a sensitive issue in both India and Bangladesh, often spilling over into bilateral relations. India has seen a rise in Hindu nationalism, raising concerns about the safety and security of its Muslim minority. Incidents of violence and discrimination against Muslims have fueled tensions and drawn international scrutiny. Bangladesh, despite being a Muslim majority nation, has faced its own challenges in protecting its Hindu minority. Attacks on Hindu temples, forced conversions and land grabbing have been reported, creating fear and insecurity within the community. Both governments have condemned violence against minorities and pledged to uphold the rights of all citizens. However, critics argue that more needs to be done to address the root causes of intolerance and discrimination. The issue of minority rights is complex and deeply intertwined with historical legacies, political dynamics, and socio-economic factors. It remains a point of contention between India and Bangladesh, requiring ongoing dialogue and concrete action to ensure the safety and well-being of all communities. Section 7. Cooperation or conflict? Navigating the future. The future of India-Bangladesh relations hangs in the balance. Will they choose the path of cooperation, leveraging their shared history and common interests to build a more prosperous and secure future? Or will they succumb to the pressures of rivalry and mistrust, allowing their differences to overshadow their potential for collaboration? The potential for cooperation is immense. Both countries stand to gain from enhanced trade, connectivity and collaboration in areas like water management, climate change and counterterrorism. A deeper partnership could unleash economic opportunities, improve living standards, and enhance regional stability. However, navigating the path to a more cooperative future requires addressing long-standing disputes, building trust, and respecting each other's sensitivities. It demands political will, diplomatic finesse, and a shared vision for a common future. The choices made by both India and Bangladesh in the coming years will have far-reaching consequences, not only for their bilateral relationship, but for the broader South Asian region. Section 8, beyond the headlines, the human dimension. Lost in the geopolitical calculations and the rhetoric of power are the human stories that bind these two nations. Millions of people with shared histories, cultures and family ties straddle the borders that divide them. Musicians in Kolkata find eager audiences in Dhaka. Writers from Bangladesh see their books translated and celebrated in India. The love for cricket transcends political boundaries, uniting fans in a shared passion. These human connections, often overlooked in the discourse on power and rivalry, offer a glimmer of hope. They remind us that beyond the headlines and the political posturing, there exists a shared humanity, a common ground upon which to build a more peaceful and prosperous future. Section 9. So, who's more powerful? It's complicated. So who is more powerful, India or Bangladesh? The answer, as with most things in life, is complicated. In a purely military or economic sense, India clearly holds the upper hand, but power is a multifaceted beast. Bangladesh's economic growth, its strategic location, and its growing diplomatic influence cannot be ignored. It has carved out a space for itself on the world stage, defying expectations and proving that size isn't everything. The real question is not who is more powerful, but how both nations choose to wield their influence. Will they use it to cooperate and build a more prosperous and secure future for their people? Or will they allow rivalry and mistrust to dictate their actions, leading to further tension and instability? The answer lies not in the past, but in the choices they make today. The future of South Asia, and indeed the world, may very well depend on it.